Hola, greetings from beautiful city of Valencia in Spain, where there is a second day of technical meeting, third technical meeting within the Interact action. As you can see, we are in a very nice place, but it's not maybe that important. Of course, networking is an important part within the cost action, but today we have very efficient, very nice technical meetings, and with this talk I would like to introduce some of the key findings that we have discussed today. I'm Adrian Kliks, and together with Thomas from Signal Labs, we are leading the vertical theme within the Interact. Just to recap that within the Interact there are three working groups. The first working group is on channel modeling measurements, the second is on more signal processing oriented, and the third one is on network and protocol aspects. And there are also some vertical themes. One of them is VT2, which we are leading with Thomas, as I mentioned before, and this is focused on transportation. So all the aspects of the all working groups which are connected to, somehow associated with that transportation. And today there was some, so just you can have a look on the city. So it was nice evening, very hot, almost 30 degrees. And we have a couple of fully dedicated technical documents, TDs, which are associated with VT2. First of the TD, just to briefly introduce the concept, is that somehow, if we consider communication between the object which moves with very high velocity, so performing the measurements, carrying out the measurements may be difficult. So you can imagine there is a train or a car driving with, let's say, 200 kilometers or 300 kilometers. So to do the measurements, to do them reasonably well and accurately, it's somehow a challenging task. So there are some techniques that were proposed and investigated and discussed today that we can do some measurements, let's say for 50 kilometers, and then we try to extrapolate it to higher frequencies. And there are some hardware experiments with some rotator which proves the accuracy of this proposed technique. Another very interesting talk was from Anya, and she proposed, she in fact showed the setup that they did, and the concept was that we have a hardware in the middle. So we have a transmitter and a receiver, and there is a hardware that somehow emulates the behavior of the V2X traffic. And what is excellent, the discussion is very vivid, and what was great is that we with a construction, but as the researchers, they have achieved perfect match, almost perfect match between this, from this setup with hardware in the middle and the measurements they did with the real cars. So it was also a very, very nice achievement. So you are, if you're interested, you can try to contact with the authors and then discuss the details. And then finally there was also a very nice discussion, very technical discussion. So we can imagine that performing the measurements again with higher frequencies, like, let's say, maybe not that high, but still higher frequencies like 30 gigahertz. Somehow the equipment still is quite expensive, and there are a lot of stuff in the laboratories in different places which are devoted for lower frequencies like 3 gigahertz or something like that. And there was nice debate, discussion about how to if you are able to somehow also extrapolate or somehow adjust the measurements from the lower frequency band to those related to higher frequency bands, if this is a good way to follow or not. Finally, I had the pleasure to summarize the activities during the last 3 quarters within the cost action and this VT2. And I must say again, this is quite fruitful. So a lot of very nice work and a lot of investigations. So the collaboration is becoming tighter and tighter. So I am happy with that. Some contributions, joint activities, joint publications are considered. Again, let's just have a look on the nice city of Valencia, and this is just a taste of the networking that is happening on such meetings. So with this video, I'm encouraging you to listen to another videos from other working group chairs and TD chairs, and so to the next video. Bye.